We have the second installation today of our discussion on emotional intelligence. Today we're going to talk about conducting an emotional audit. Hello, fellow puzzlers. It's me, Dr. T, here at PuzzledLIFE. I am so excited today. I have a couple of things I want to highlight. First, I hope you enjoyed the intro to the video. It was a great process to get that done, and I'm happy to have it now for all of the videos. Next, we have the second installation today of our discussion on emotional intelligence. Today, we're going to talk about conducting an emotional audit and how it could help you in terms of your balance and just checking in and being mindful of what's going on with yourself. Third, I have a great puzzle to construct. First, let me give a shout out to Antoina. Thank you so much. This was a Christmas gift from Antoina, and I really enjoyed putting this puzzle together. Are you ready to have fun? I sure am. Meet me over at the puzzle table. So welcome back. I want to share a little bit about the puzzle first. Thank you again from Antoina, who gifted me this puzzle over the Christmas holidays. It is a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle from Eurographics. The puzzle pieces feel really good, and the quality felt really good, and it was a fun puzzle to put together. It looks really easy, but it was sort of a challenge. Information about the puzzle will be below as usual, so I'm going to move forward and start our chat about emotional intelligence. During the first discussion, we talked a lot about emotional intelligence, and the concept that I said was calibrating your emotions so that they mirror the situation or the environment you're in. Now, I say that with the acknowledgement that a lot of times we go through a whirlwind of emotions in a very short period. Our emotions go up, our emotions go down, but you want to have some control so that you are not going off on someone or in a situation and it looks as if you have no idea what's going on or your emotions are totally out of control and out of bounds when it comes to the situation at hand. Now, when I'm talking to my cousin Sabrina or David and they want to know, what do you mean when you talk about calibrating? What do you mean getting control of my emotions? Well, when I'm talking to them, one of the things that I don't do is I don't talk about the amygdala hijack, which we know that Daniel Goleman talks a lot about the amygdala hijack in his first book, Emotional Intelligence. But for Sabrina and David, who haven't read that, I want to talk about how do they keep logical control? How do they keep control of their brain functioning when they're in stressful situations or situations that may cause them to really function based on their emotions and not on their logic? By determining how they feel and determining the right response to what's happening. Now, what that means is if you're going to calibrate, the first step you have to do is learn to take an emotional audit. And for some people, they can do this in the moment, but it takes practice to begin to do it in the moment. So I suggest that you take the time and really think about the following questions, which are 5 questions that will help you to conduct an emotional audit. So there are 5 questions, right? How do you label your thoughts and emotions, and then how do you respond instead of reacting? those are the two phases, but within those, you have multiple questions. So let's talk about phase one of the emotional audit. How do you label your thoughts and emotions? So question one is, what am I thinking? Let's name it. It happens so unconsciously that we rarely name it explicitly. What am I thinking about? What is going on inside of my brain? The second question is, what am I feeling? For some, this question is even harder because, again, it happens so unconsciously that we rarely name what our emotions are in the moment. So, am I feeling happy? Am I feeling worried? Am I feeling excitement? Is it stress? Is it I'm feeling humorous or funny? Or am I feeling some sort of frustration? What is it that I'm feeling right now in this moment? So phase one really means that you have to take the time to label your thoughts and your emotions. What am I thinking? What am I feeling? Phase two of the emotional audit. How do you begin to respond instead of reacting? So there are three questions here. One, what do I want to happen now? So as you've identified what you're thinking and what you're feeling, you need to determine what do you want to happen. I recommend that you focus on a positive outcome. I want something good to happen. And in order for this to happen, you have to use your executive functions, right? You have to project. As a result of what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling, I want to shift my thinking. I want to shift my feelings. I want something positive to happen. I want to make sure that I'm able to behave in a certain manner. The second question is, how am I getting in my own way? So part of this question really means that you have to reflect on when you felt this way in the past, how have you gotten in your own way? How have your behaviors gotten into your own way so that you can learn from your mistakes, and has your behavior served you well in the past when you felt that way? This is the opportunity to change your default actions and to really be proactive about how you want to behave and what you want to happen as a result of the situation or the environment you're in. Now, in order to do that, you have to focus on question 5, which is, what do I need to do differently? How do you set goals around your behavior? How do you set goals around shifting your thinking? Because whether you know it or not, our default thinking is really shifted in the environment we're in today towards the negative. You actually have a lot of control over what you think. We just haven't practiced it. So our default right now is negative. What you want to do differently is really think about opportunities within the environment or within the situation. So you have to set goals around your thinking. You have to set goals around your feelings. You have to set goals around your behavior. If I get into this situation again, I really want to pay attention to my emotions and figure out if there are opportunities for me to learn, for me to behave differently. In the future, when this happens, I'm going to stop and I'm going to breathe and count to 10 before I say anything. And if I have to, I'm going to excuse myself and get out of the environment totally so that I don't overreact. It is hard to do. I totally understand it. But a part of getting control of yourself and really being able to calibrate, as we talked about in video 1, is really understanding what's happening. So again, I want to repeat what those questions are. If you want to conduct an emotional audit, what am I thinking? What am I feeling? Those 2 questions will allow you to label your thoughts and emotions and put a name to it. And then the final 3 questions, which I call phase 2, will allow you to respond instead of reacting. What do I want to happen now? How am I getting in my own way? And what do I need to do differently? Those are the questions that I think will help you to conduct an emotional audit. And as you begin to practice conducting an emotional audit, you'll be able to do this better in real time. Right in a moment, you feel like something is going on internally, you're not thinking straight. Let's stop and ask ourselves those questions. So, thank you for joining. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel PuzzledLIFE, where we're conducting and putting our life back together one piece at a time. And with my permission, please share the video with your family and friends and those who you believe will benefit from conducting an emotional audit. As always, this has been a PuzzledLIFE production, and I look forward to chatting with you the next time when I share tips to maximize your rest and relaxation.